Hey, what's going on, fellow money lovers? It's a great day to bill search. We've been running around to all sorts of stores. We hit up even a couple of little sales that we saw on the side of the road there, people hawking stuff off. So I have some extra paper currency. Thought we can go through the pocket change, see if we can find something collectible. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe if you want to follow the money, if you like treasure hunting. We go through all things coins and bills and collectibles, looking for stuff worth hidden value. Starting off, 2017A. Keep an eye out for the color-changing ink portions of any U.S. banknote that has it. Sometimes you can find those that have what's called a contaminated inkwell error. Basically, the ink was improperly mixed, and it'll come out generally almost like a dark green color here, and almost like a sunburst kind of dark orangey color when it comes to this point. But it can kind of change up. Generally speaking, it's just much darker, is what's the dead giveaway. And 2017 series, overall nice condition. Usually we get the ones people blow their nose in. Nothing jumping out on the back, but keep an eye out around really the intricate design points, the Great Seal and stuff like that. Kind of cool. A little bit of excess of ink on the two here. But if you've watched any of my videos, but mainly if you look online, you'll see a ton of those out there. A lot of times you'll see it on both the serial numbers, really prevalent in the series year 2013 and 2017. So I don't hold on to those unless they would be crazy dramatic and the bill itself would have to be really good condition. Some 5s, some 9s, nothing crazy. 2017, look for lots of star notes. 2017 A especially has a good run of star notes in it. You can look those serial numbers up on my website if you want, but those are really good to look for. Look at that. Nice little misprinted 9 there. A lot of cases here, this is acceptable within kind of like quality range. I'm going to keep it. I like it. It's a small find, just an off-printed 9. But if it was filled in either more so or completely, I would be sitting on some good value. I've seen ones with filled digits sell kind of way up there. This one is really beat up, though. So ungraded, the condition in mind, if I had to put a guess on it, I might be able to sell it for like $5 to $10 if it had some more fill to it. If it was completely filled, who knows, to the right person. If I was willing to get it graded, it was in good condition and came back well, then, we're talking maybe close to a $100 bill for that type of error. But then again, this is not dramatic enough. I'm just trying to give you a good idea of kind of those random odd errors to look for, that filled digit error. But I'm going to hold on to this one as a small find and for my own personal collection. Nothing on the back, and I'll get it straightened out later, this guy. Somebody folded right on up. All right, moving on. 6s. 666, the mark of the beast. No. Series 2017. Nothing jumping out of the serial number, but still worth a doll hair. You can buy a soda with it. I don't even think you can buy that now. Maybe half a soda. Nothing crazy. And these all messed up. Nope. Flip this one around. 777s. I can't grab it because it's on the other side of my office here, but lucky notes, some people collect those. I like them to be with more of a collectible serial number. Many eons ago, back when I was filming with a potato and 480p was like the new high def, I found a bill that was a binary note with 0s and 7s with 7s clumped in the center. That $20 bill I sold for over $100 to somebody, and it was an absolutely phenomenal find. In this case, I don't really hold on to just the 777s, but if you do, more power to you. I don't see them sell for over face value. Kind of a birthday. I mean, somebody was born that day, right? November 9th, 636. I like to keep birthday notes that are in at least kind of American history. Unless something jumps out at me, like, 1492 or something, or the start of some sort of big historical event, or, a famous or infamous person. Tombstone notes are also popular. Those are, of course, birth and death years for people, but usually have to be accompanied by like something historically important or celebrity or something like that. So I'm going to pass that one. 91177. Kind of cool repetition, but not enough for me to hold on to. Getting down there. Nothing on the back. Kind of tore up, too, so this one's seen its day. 2017A. Again, look for star notes primarily. I see a lot of those in 2017A. Coloring is off due to whatever happened to it. 2017 series as well, a little bit of a shift in the seal. When you see shifts, they're generally coinciding with the serial numbers. It's due to the process in which they get printed during similar phases. So you'll usually see those go together. This one's very, very minor. It has to be actually touching other portions of the note to be considered an error, pretty much. Totally beat up. There we go. Nothing jumping out on the back. Little bit of that serial number pressed through. Ooh, okay. 2013 series, but a nice binary note. I spoke that into existence. This one's 3s instead of 7s, but I love it. It's beat up. I don't mind that. If you watch any of my videos, I don't mind all the tarnishing when it comes to stuff going into my personal collection. Binary notes are really, really collectible. The most popular are what's called true binary, because it's like computer code, are 0s and 1s. But in this case, I'll take it all day long. It's nicely clumped together pretty much. Would have been cool to have a 0 here, so 0s, 3s, 0s, because then that would have been a radar note too, meaning it's able to be read forward to backward, backward to forward. But I love it. You let me know what you think about this binary 3s and 0s note. I'm going to hold on to it. But I like it. So a little bit of a ink issue on a digit on the other note, and then a nice little fancy serial number. I'll take those all day. Now, value-wise, that one's beat up. I would say it's worth, maybe to the right person. Maybe you're out there watching it, a little bit over face value. But in most cases, like I said, it's going into my personal collection, and maybe over time, as you see less of those out there, it might be something to hold on to. And 1999, I like to keep a good look at these. There's a lot of things we can look for here. 99s you don't really see as much. Now, the only difference, again, with these for an older year, series year, is in the early 60s they updated notes, right? $1 bills. So the signatures down here are the only two things that you're going to see different from a modern $1 note. Now, other 90s notes to look for, of course, are 1995s that can be web notes. The easiest way to tell those is that the plate number is going to be above the E rather than below it on the reverse. And that was kind of an experimental newspaper-like way of printing notes that just caused so many issues. Also, they were not printed at Fort Worth. So right here, you'll see an FW. And web notes, this is obviously a 99, but if you're looking at a 95, a 1988A, a 1993, Fort Worth did not produce them. So it was only the Washington, D.C. facility. So keep that in mind, and the plate number is different on the reverse. But those are great to look for. Web notes can have a heightened value just for what they are. And getting 8 7s. Would have taken it if it had a 4 here. I would have held on to it as a trinary note. We'll see the new 10 design coming out here in the future. They said towards the end of the year, and then here we are. No confirmed design much, so we'll see. Nothing going on in the back. Last 2 notes. Speaking of a 95, we'll take a good look at that. See if it's an actual web note. I think at first glance it might not be. Lots of repetition going on. Some 2s in the center here. Flip it over, not a binary note, so I'm still psyched about that $1 bill. And nothing going on the back. Speak of the devil in 95 notes. Here we are, same dealio, only difference is the signature here. But on Series 1995, we can look here, see that this was printed at the DC facility. However, we can see on the back here, they're going to have singular plate numbers, and it's also going to be printed above the E rather than below the E. So it'll be to the right of the word trust, above the E in the word one. And then if you look for web notes, only a number will be the plate number in the lower right corner. So right here. So you can tell immediately, well, if you can see it on camera, right here. So you can tell immediately this is not a web note. Even though it's a 95 note, it's older. But since it's beat up, I'm not going to hold on to it. What are we holding on to? Our small little Phil Digit find. Super small, going in the personal collection. This bad boy, though, this nice binary note, I'll take a look on my website, VarietyErrors.com. I'm going to look it up and see if there's any other value, info to it, whatever. But I love fancy serial numbers. Let me know what you think about these finds in the comments and what you're coming across.